And it's a total disaster for Kevin O'Donnell, the Irishman. I think he's down to his last few thousand, I believe.
I think you might have knocked your first guy out, Mr. James.
Kenneth James is now the tournament leader.
People say Kenneth James is the life of the party, and at the poker table, it's no different.
These little chips is what counts.
See, what I just telling you about this strategy? I don't know. I can't get a drink.
I'm a lover of life. I like to have a good time, no matter what I'm doing.
I've got a flush. Let me roll the dice. I can roll the dice.
Kenna's a goof. You're just a goof.
I said flush.
I told you. There was a speech.
He just doesn't shut up.
And then you look at this.
It's entertaining, though.
That's part of my strategy. You know, there's so much tension in the room that I try to open it up a little bit, get everybody to laugh.
Don't they know who I am?
Kenneth James definitely seems to be the best player at the table.
Oh, man, now that's fun.
Kenneth James, a blast.
That's incredible.
Good guy. Fun as heck, entertaining. He sings.
Oh, I do a mean Elvis.
And grace, my fear.
I try to live moment to moment.
Fear.
We'll see what tonight brings.
Fear.
Kenneth James, the hat off now. He has been through the ringer tonight. He has his two kids in the control room watching their dad. He's going after big-time college money right there. Kevin O'Donnell hanging there by dental floss right now.
What a ride he's had here. He came in as the low man on the totem pole. He built his chips up to be the chip leader. And now he's not only low, Vince, he doesn't even have enough to ante. He's only got half the ante left, 5,000. All in. Doesn't even have to look at his cards. He was all in for his $5,000.
All right, Tim Fan right behind him. He's got Queen, 10 of spades.
Well, he's going to call the 80,000.
Now action on Alex. Alex got a pair of ducks, 2 deuces.
Well, he's also going to call the 80,000.
Everyone's going to play. And Kenneth James right behind with the button. He's got a wired pair of 6s.
I raise.
Now, this is interesting, Vince. He is going to raise it. Many players would just limp in with the 2 6s, hoping somebody could knock out this guy where they all move up in prize money. Not Kenneth James. He sees a lot of extra money sitting out in that table that he might can pick up by raising it here.
I can't believe this. Another wired pair. Todd Phillips right behind has a wired pair of 3s.
His problem is 2 guys have limped in. It's going to cost him $500,000 to call here. So he's going to exit smoothly.
Jake Minter out with King 4.
Tim Fan is going to throw away the Queen 10.
Nice raise, buddy.
Alex folds. Kenneth picks up the rest of the side pot.
Yeah,
two-way action.
I got the nuts here. I got the nuts. Beat that, baby.
Kenneth James is going to pick up about $340,000 there by making that raise. Nice play on his part, and he's up against 7 deuce offsuit.
Kevin O'Donnell, the Irishman, a big fan base here.
Now this would really be something, Vince, if he came back from 1 chip and the worst hand in poker to take this title. Could it happen? He does have the overcard.
That's so effed up that was your last.
Can Kevin O'Donnell stay alive?
Here comes the first 3.
Well, the flop comes Queen, Jack, 9. Now notice what happened had Kenneth just called that bet. Tim Fan would have flopped top pair and an open-end straight draw and would have been in great shape to win this pot.
But this does not help Kevin O'Donnell. Nothing hitting on that flop. Here's the turn. No, it's an ace.
Well, we are down to the river. Kevin O'Donnell must catch a walking stick, a 7. Otherwise, he'll be walking out of here.
Here comes the last card, the cash card.
Turn my 7 over easy.
7 out.
Well, Kevin begging for the 7.
Give it to him. 7 out.
Will it be lucky for the Irishman? Kevin O'Donnell. No.
Nope, it's a 3, so that's going to do it. Kevin O'Donnell, what a show he put on this week, even here at this final table, Vince.
What a sport. He shakes hands. He hugs Kenneth James. Perhaps a little too long.
For a guy that busts you, that looks like a lot of loving to me.
He's got to pick up $208,000. Tremendous effort as he goes into the stands.
Oh, that's nice.
The restaurant and bar owner is going to be our 6th place finisher here at the Bicycle Casino. We're down to 5. Stay tuned. We're coming back with more exciting action. Millionaire this evening.
And right now, professional poker player Kenneth James, our chip leader, with over $2.5 million in chips. Alex Kahaner on the bottom of the total pole.
Antes and blinds going up. Antes will be 15,000. Blinds are going to be 60 and 120. Back to the table. Todd quickly going out. Jake as well.
Round to 10. Looks down at 9-3 offsuit and gets out of the way. So we're down to the 2 blinds. Action on Alex Kahaner.
All right, let's take a look at the WPT hole cam brought to you by Budweiser.
Looks down at 6-4 of hearts. Well, Vance, it costs you $240,000 every 5 deals of poker now. You're sitting on the short stack like Alex. You got to make something happen. He's trying to do it right here. Moves all in with a 6 high.
Crazy times here right now. 6-4 of hearts, goes all in, but right behind him, Ken has got a big hand, king, queen of hearts.
Oh, what a tough decision for Kenneth James right here.
All right, I got to try and do this.
He's a chip leader with close to $2.6 million.
Well, Vance, he's been
to make this.
He's been sensational with his decision making so far. But still, your opponent's moved all in for $900,000. And you have king, queen.
If he should make this great call, here's an opportunity to knock the construction man out of the business, out of this game, put him to rest.
Just fought so long and hard to get the chip lead.
And we saw Alex make a move earlier with a junk hand. This guy likes to play fast with just anything.
Well, you're right, Vance, and I got news for you. Ken saw it also.
I thought he was calling.
Well, he's good with the dialogue, Mike. You never know what's going to come out of his mouth.
770.
Help might be one of the words.
Kenneth James is counting out $770,000, which is what it cost him to call, and seeing how much he has left if he calls and loses this pot, and it's going to be about $1.5 million. So he's still going to have chips to play with.
Last time you got up, you had 7-8.
Well, he said last time you had 7-8, I saw it.
I've improved a little.
You showed
Just
it.
a little.
Maybe he shouldn't have shown it because it looks like Ken is going to make this play, and he does make it. What a call by Kenneth James.
The history works in his favor as they turn up the cards.
Well, Vince, win, lose, or draw, you've got to admire the play by both players here. Alex had the heart to move all in with 6 high, just hoping he could pick up the blinds and antes. Kenneth James making that tough all-in call for nearly $900,000 with king high. Right now, he's a big favorite to win this pot, about 70% favored to do so.
So we are watching the possible extinction of the man from Van Nuys. He's going to need some luck right now.
Well, this is his first major tournament, Vince. Very impressive to even be at this final table. Kenneth James, a nice favorite to take down another $2 million pot here.
5 cards to come. Destiny in the hands of the dealer. Here come the first 3.
10-10-6. A nightmare flop for Kenneth James. Well, Kenneth just looking down at the board. He can't believe what's happened to him here. He says, why? How can this happen? I make a great call. Please don't punish me for making a great call.
It ain't over yet. 2 more cards to come. Would love to hit a king or a queen.
And he could also backdoor straight to win this pot.
Major opportunity for Alex to double up.
Kenneth James is looking for big cards right now. Well, a 5 comes up, a great card for Alex.
And Alex getting a hug from a very beautiful girlfriend.
Well, Kenneth James staring at the board, looking for a king or a queen. That's what he has to have if he wants to win this pot.
River card, 1 more to sweat out.
Well, he's putting a little heebie-jeebie on it right there. Doesn't work. A 5 comes off.
He's done it.
Alex Kahaner is doubled up.
Oh, he goes in the mosh pit.
And look at Kenneth James. He says, wow, I made that great call, and then I got outdrawn. A huge pot for Alex Kahaner, and heartbreak right there for Kenneth James.
Oh, yeah, that is devastating for Kenneth.
It's devastating because had Kenneth won that pot, we'd be down to 4 players, and Kenneth James would be a monster chip leader at this table.
But the cowboy sits up straight in his saddle. Yeah. He's got to water the horses every once in a while.
I'll say one thing, you got to tip your hat to Alex. He shows a lot of heart here tonight. He's moved all in with 8 high and all in with 6 high against this lineup.
Well, he's got the cojones. He really does. He moves it around. He's got suited connectors. He's got 6-4. We haven't seen that since the great Gus Hansen.
Thank you, buddy.
Well, right now it's back in the saddle for Kenneth James. He's got to start over again.
Jake told me it was all business.
All right, back down on the felt. It's on Todd Phillips, the movie director this time. He's got a wired pair of sevens.
Said, hey, you're playing for $1 million.
What's your advice? I'll make it 360.
He's going to make it 360,000 to go.
$240,000 raise. Jay quickly going out.
Tim Fan folding.
Now it's around to Alex. He's got Big Slick.
Wow, big hand for him.
He's got a lot of money now in front of him after that last suck out.
And Todd's only got about $1 million in chips total. Just think that Alex would just go ahead and set him all in right here with Ace King.
But he does respect this guy. He knows he doesn't play a whole lot of hands. He's got to be pretty strong.
Still, can't believe he could throw an Ace King away here in a 5-handed poker game when the short stack raises it.
I call.
Well, he's just going to call it, Vince. He is not raising here.
Okay, that's allowed.
Kenna James in the big blind, meaning he has 120,000 out there. He has a pair of threes. It's going to cost him another $250,000 to call, almost 240,000, but a lot of money out in the pot here. Over 900,000 sitting out there. In this spot, Vince, would you want to call to dream about catching that set on the flop?
Kenna would love to knock out this guy. If you do happen to hit something.
Well, Kenna just took a big hit a minute ago. He's saying, geez, I wish I had those chips back now. I could afford to make this call a little bit easier.
360. You're in for 120.
I call.
But he is making the call. Kenna's going to gamble here in this 3-handed pot.
So Todd gets the action.
Well over $1 million in the pot right now. Everybody hoping to flop something. At the moment, the writer-director Todd Phillips has the best hand with 2 sevens. Alex Kahaner has Ace King. Kenna James has a pair of threes. All of them intently watching the flop, and here it comes. Oh, it's 10-5-3. Kenna James has hit the jackpot. He's flopped 3 threes.
Oh, he has.
Action is on Alex Kahaner. Remember, he has Ace King here. Will he make some type of move at this pot? Well, he does check.
And Kenna, oh so quiet right now. Okay, how do I play this properly? Got 2 potential victims. What to do now?
Is he going to check it and hope that Todd bets at this pot? Or is he just going to lead out and bet the 3 threes now?
Well, look at Todd looking over at Kenna. He's saying to himself, why is he taking so long? Does that mean he's weak, or does that mean he's strong?
Well, most pros believe you make more money in the long run by leading out when you flop a small set. See if Kenna James adheres to that philosophy.
Well, Kenna is a true actor. He'd like to make his profession as an actor, and he's doing a nice job here, acting a little disgusted.
250.
He's going to make a small bet at this pot, 250,000. There's over 1.1 million in the pot when he makes this bet.
Todd is going to bite. He goes over the top, all in.
He has about 700,000 left. He sent them all to the center.
Total derailment here for Todd. You can't blame him, but what a position he's in.
Well, Alex looks at his Ace King. He's going to throw it away, not getting involved in the middle of this mess.
And of course, Kenna's going to make this call.
And he makes it quickly. He's flopped the set. He is loving it right now. Todd Phillips is going to have to catch a 7 or 2 running cars to make it straight.
Otherwise, the director is going to have to go back to Beverly Hills. Oh,
2
boy.
sevens, 2 sevens, 2 sevens.
What a flop for Kenna James, up on his feet, so excited.
He called that 240,000 just for the dream possibility of flopping a set. He did it. Will it pay off, or will he get outdrawn one more time?
Todd Phillips needs a 7 right now. No, it's a jack. Not going to help him.
Kevin O'Donnell, when he was all in, had to catch a 7 at the river to stay alive. He didn't do it. And now Todd Phillips must catch a 7 to stay alive in this tournament. Otherwise, he'll be walking out of here.
Here comes the sweat card.
It's a 4.
It's a wrap.
So Kenna James has won the biggest pot of the night here.
And you can thank Alex Kahaner because he did not raise with the big slick. If he had, Todd Phillips would still be in this thing.
Well, you're right about that, Vince. He would have doubled up rather than been eliminated here. Just amazing how one itsy-bitsy decision affects everybody at the table.
Todd Phillips is going to pick up $250,000 for his great effort. The movie director proved to so many that he can really play poker. And right now, our 5th place finisher is going to be talking to Courtney. Courtney, take it away.
Are you nervous in front of the camera? Because you're normally behind the camera.
No, it wasn't that I was nervous. I was nervous because we're in the final table.